Hello, friends. Today we are going to discuss a very important lesson from our textbook Hornbill. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together. We are not afraid to die if we can all be together by Gordon Cook and Ellen East. In this presentation, we are going to discuss about the author, about the lesson. We are going to discuss about the notes, glossary, theme, significance of the title, message of the lesson, recap, and at last, exercise. Please have a look on author Gordon Cook and Ellen East, very handsome people. First of all, we'll see about Gordon Cook. Gordon Cook, born December 3, 1978 in Toronto. He is a two-time Canadian Olympic sailor. He sails for the Royal Canadian Yacht Club. He is the son of Stephen Cook and Linda Cook. He had a great interest in writing stories too. About Ellen East. Ellen East was admitted to the role of solicitors in 2003 and has gained extensive experience as a litigator, manager, and legal trainer. In 2010, Ellen joined Coventry University as a senior lecturer in law. Next, about the lesson. We are not afraid to die, we can all be together is a vivid account of an adventurous voyage into the sea. It focuses on the value of living and sinking together. Death is not awesome if we put our heads and hearts together to face it. The lesson gives an account of the voyage. The voyage was undertaken was narrator, his wife Mary, his son Jonathan, aged 6, and daughter Suzanne, aged 7. About the lesson continued. In July 1976, they all set sail from England to duplicate the round the world voyage made 200 years back by Captain Cook. It was on January 2nd that a gigantic wave broke over their ship. The family was badly injured, but they did not lose heart and resolved to remain together in life and death. At last, they succeeded in At last, they succeeded in anchoring offshore a small island safely. Friends, let's discuss about the text. The text is in different chunks in main points and subpoints. It is in the note-making format. First main point is long cherished voyage. Subpoints are the narrator wanted to duplicate round the world voyage made 200 years back by Captain James Cook. Subpoint 2, the narrator took a special boat, Wave Walker 23-meter, 30-ton wooden, hull tested in the roughest weather. Subpoint 3, narrator along with his wife and children set sail in July 1976 from Plymouth in England. Main point 2, first leg of the voyage. Corresponding subpoints are the voyage went on peacefully up to Cape Town to more crewmen Larry Wiesel, an American, he belongs to America, and Huff Sigler, he belonged to Switzerland, Swiss, were taken on board. Set sail for the roughest sea of the world, the southern Indian Ocean. Let's have a look on James Cook, Captain James Cook. Some information is given. He was born in 1728, died in 1779. Was a British explorer, navigator, and cartographer. Cartographer means one who makes the maps. He untimely rose to the rank of captain in the Royal Navy. Main point 3, sign of impending disaster. Corresponding subpoints are: out of Cape Town, a strong wind encountered continued for the next few weeks. The huge waves rising up to 15 meters, a cause of worry. This was a cause of worry for the whole crew. On December 25, the boat was 3,500 kilometers east of Cape Town. The crew celebrated Christmas, kept the spirit high. Man point 4, all precautions taken. Corresponding subpoints are: huge waves rolling, screaming of the wind and spray. The crew took all precautions. The storm was dropped. A heavy mooring rope in a loop lashed across the stern. Everything double lashed. Life raft drill undertaken. Life lines attached. Oil skins and life jackets attached. Man points 5, disaster struck. Corresponding subpoints are: about 6 p.m. wind dropped. Sky became totally dark. Going roared followed. A gigantic waves was seen. A tremendous explosion shook the boat. Captain injured, thrown into the sea. Providential escape for the captain. Wave walker with mast almost horizontal was sinking. Decks smashed. Water began to pour into the ship. It was a very dangerous situation for the author, the narrator. Point number 6, struggle of the crew. Corresponding subpoints are: Larry and her prepared to pump water out. Captain inquired the well-being of children. Struggled back on deck to make necessary repairs. Succeeded in stretching canvas, securing waterproof hatch covers across gaping holes. Point number 7, Man point 7, encountered with new problems. Hand pump got blocked with debris. Electric pump short-circuited. Tremendous rise in water level. Use of another electric pump by captain. Daughter Sue, badly injured, did not upset the captain in any way. Showed exemplary courage. Means okay. Point number 8, January 3, the critical time. It was a critical time for the whole crew, narrator, and the assistants and the family members. Point number 8, the corresponding subpoints are: a huge leak beyond the waterline detected. Man rib frames of the boat almost broken. The crew feared ship would not reach Australia. The captain wished to reach either of the two islands a few hundred kilometers of east, possible only if the wind slowed down. Men point 9, January 4 and 5. What happened on January 4 and 5? Corresponding subpoints are: after 36 hours of struggle, some water still left in the ship, difficult to set on the mast. The storm hoisted, the ship moved towards the two islands. Black clouds again appeared, wind back to 40 knots, sea getting higher, situation not yet hopeful. Point number 10, Men points 10, words of rare courage. Corresponding subpoints are: Captain's son Jonathan showed exemplary rare courage. He said, "We are not afraid of dying. We can all be together." The captain felt enthused. The captain felt enthused. Decided to protect the weakened starboard side. Point number 11, safe landing. Corresponding subpoints are: January 6, the wind east. The ship came out of the storm. The captain worked on wind speeds, checked and rechecked calculations, expected to see islands at about 5 p.m., slept and woke up at 6 p.m. No island visible, felt disheartened. At last, the ship touched shore at Isle Amsterdam. All the 28 inhabitants came to cheer them. Glossary items meanings. Hunting means sharpening. Seafaring, traveling on the sea. Gales, extremely strong winds. Atrocious, atrocious, very bad. Gigantic means huge. Starboard, right side of the ship. Wrench, twisted. Dinghies, small boats. Some other meanings are midday calls for help. Planks, logs of goods. Dozed off means slept lightly. Social, disordered. Offshore at the shore, crucial, vital, critical, caricature, comic pictures, buzzed means swelled. Theme of the lesson. If we are determined, hopeful, we can come even out of the jaws of death itself. The bravery showed by two children inspires the captain, their father, to continue the struggle till the ship lands somewhere safely. Human instinct for survival works even most desperate situations when the captain is thrown into the sea, he feels for a while that his end is near, but then the will to survive overpowers. He struggled hard and is able to be on the boat again. Larry and Hub, the two foreigners, also show rare courage and work hard to save the ship. Now, we are going to see the significance of the title. The title of the story comes from the words spoken by the captain's son Jonathan. We are not afraid of dying if we can all be together. It is most apt and suggestive as it brings out the spirit of courage of captain's family. Jonathan and Sue's bravery inspires the captain to fight the odds and come out victorious about the stormy waters. Jonathan's words, in particular, reveal the uh, reveal that death does not discourage those who are willing to face it bravely. Message of the lesson. Some points are there. Hope sustains life. Hope beats every crisis. Second point: where there is will, there is way. Man has infinite capacity to endure. If we remain optimistic, we can beat anything in the world. In a crisis, team spirit pays off. If we cooperate and remain hopeful, we can overcome all dangers and impediments in life. Brave can overcome any challenge in life. Men of courage and fortitude emerge victorious in all battles. Dear friends, in this lesson, we come across certain characters. First of all, the narrator, the captain, 37 years old businessman, his wife Mary, Susan, daughter, 7 years old, Jonathan's son, 6 years old, and crewman, American Larry Wiesel and Swiss Harpsichler. This was a complete crew. Let's have a recap. The narrator, his wife, and their children set sail on a ship to imitate the historical round the world voyage undertaken by James Cook in 1768. Second point, the journey began from Plymouth, England and headed south to Cape Town, South Africa. Point number three, it was expected to journey to Australia through the endless Indian Ocean and finally return to England. Recap continues. Unfortunately, the ship partially wrecked in the Indian Ocean and the sailors faced death very close. The narrative describes the near death experience of these hapless people, their hard work, the children's encouraging message, their willingness to die with their father and mother, hours of endurance, and finally their reaching Isle Amsterdam, a tiny island. Exercise for you. The story is a saga of one's courage and bravery in the face of adversities of life. Discuss. Question number two. How does the story suggest that optimism helps to endure the direst stress. Question number 3. Why did the narrator take the adventurous task? How did they prepare for this task? Question number 4. What difference did you notice between the reaction of the adults and children when faced with danger? Some other questions, short answer type questions. Who was the narrator and his companions? What was the purpose of the narrator's voyage? Describe the mental condition of the voyagers on 4 and 5 January. What special arrangement did they make for the voyage in the Indian Ocean? What happened on December 25? How did the children behave when the narrator went in to comfort them? Next. This is the end of the presentation. Thank you. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Record हुआ क्या नहीं?